What's up, everybody?
Welcome back. Today we're going to be figuring out, can you get too buff? Honestly, we're going to get the professional opinion right here. Let's hop right into it.
I think there's some people that are fat and they love it.
But that's
and they're
proud to be who they are.
Yeah,
They're
I
proud
think
of their body.
You shouldn't be proud of being that overweight.
Well, why not?
Hot takes.
Let's get spicy.
What's a hot take again?
Audience submitted question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is there such a thing as being too jacked?
I mean, you can never be too big.
What? What does that even mean?
You can never be too big, bro. Like, hey, you can switch too. I mean, there you go.
I am big compared to what I used to be, but not enough to what I want to be.
Yeah, you're gonna want more.
But I
You'll
know
never be
that I'm not
satisfied.
satisfied right now.
Never. You'll never be satisfied. People do take it to an extreme. Like the people that injected their arms with like
Syntho oil.
that, and then like
Yeah.
the guy's bicep busted open, like crazy things like that.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's extreme.
That's
And
different.
you know, and they can't, wipe their butt on the toilet. Like that's another form of body dysmorphia. You feel like you're never big enough.
I don't think so. Bodybuilding is the extreme. There's nothing wrong. It's never gonna be too much. I would be considered one of the larger ones, and I don't think I'm larger at all. I can get much bigger.
She is fucking beefy. She's built. She could crush a watermelon between her
excited to hear
breasts.
this.
So, all
explanation.
right, I'm gonna go ahead and start this off. I'm speaking as far as myself. That's a disagree, but as far as other bodybuilders, I can't
I'm
speak to
speaking
them.
for
I've
myself.
never dated
Oh,
a
it said male bodybuilders
so
have
I
small
have never
penises.
seen the goods of a
I'm
male
sorry.
bodybuilder.
Hey, if you're a guy and you're backstage getting a tan, bodybuilders have to put a sock on.
Of course, you're gonna look around.
That sock is full. It must mean something.
One of the biggest male members I know, because it's just so obvious when he steps on stage, Bo Lewis, is huge down there. You can't miss it.
When you
fuck?
are
I
a
don't
caliber
understand.
above, people try to find
I'm
a way to
sorry.
bring you down to their level.
It's like,
This is a lot.
little penis
Scarring
energy.
my
like,
brain.
when you
I'm
see
sorry for
guys in,
scarring
like,
your
the flashy
guys'.
cars, all the designer clothes and all that. You're like, what are you compensating for, dude?
That's true.
Yeah.
I build my body to get girls to
Oh.
I love you, Daniel.
Sorry. I mean, I'm being brutally honest right here. I was always the skinny kid. So
Trying to
in
get
the
hoes.
beginning was that, but now I have a girl.
He's trying to get all the hoes.
That's not the point anymore.
I think I bodybuild because I want to scare him away.
That do be facts,
So
man.
I just wanted to ask a question. It was because the girls liked you regardless of the body or not, right? Because girls don't care about muscles and stuff.
Yeah.
But they really.
I personally think that girls like dad bod more than fit guys.
Spot on.
He's
A
like,
lot of
damn,
bodybuilders,
I gotta
they get more
reassess my
compliments than
life
guys and
choices
girls.
now.
It's because it's a turn off for a lot of girls. They think, when a guy is too big or too shredded or too vascular, it kind of looks freaky or scary to them.
She's like, whatever, guys,
I
fuck
watched
you.
my man go from being 160 pounds to over 200 pounds, pure solid muscle, and like my physical attraction just went, oh my God, look at you. You're like 2 feet wide. This is amazing.
Wow.
I like them dad bods. I'm sorry.
She's like, I like them dad bods.
I'm sorry.
I look down.
I look down on people who are out of shit. No,
3,
I don't.
2, 1.
They just need an opportunity for growth.
I would never judge a person for being out of shape. It's just for me, I started off in the military, and then when you become a mom, it's a slippery slope to getting fat and to getting chubby and getting that mom body. And so I know how it is to be out of shape, and I know that needs a lot of tender love and care and nurturing to get yourself out of that mode of not being fit again. I mean, people know when they're out of shape. They don't need to be told. They need to be loved and nurtured to do the right things.
I was bullied in high school. I was a 190-pound freshman. I didn't even speak English. I moved here as an immigrant. I didn't like how I looked. I was made fun of in PE, and that was up to me to change that. So you can do it. You're just choosing not to it.
So you're basically talking about specifically if someone says they want something, but they don't challenge themselves, they don't try. Those are the ones that you're like, oh, I'm upset with you.
Kinda, yeah. If I see someone that's just playing video games all day, eating potato chips and not doing anything else in their life, I'm like, all right, you could be doing something else for your health. We all should be productive in a
Smart.
certain
This man's
type of
spitting
way.
facts.
But they're the ones that are gonna make the most gains. You make the little steps you walk every day, you change your diet, you lift more. I wouldn't want to be discouraging to those people because
Not at all, not discouraging, motivating them, you know, like I would want them to do something good for themselves, you know, obviously, yeah.
You should not be proud.
I don't know. I would say disagree. I mean, I agree. I would agree with it mainly because it's unhealthy. If it's an unhealthy degree, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, when people hear the word fat, it has such a negative connotation to it. When, like, why? I don't think fat is necessarily a bad thing. Like, being unhealthy is a bad thing, but there's a lot of
pride.
Fat is unhealthy though.
We're talking about pride.
Of being proud of being that size.
Being accepting of yourself as fat and being proud to be fat.
You should love yourself in all forms, but you shouldn't be proud of being that overweight and unhealthy and
Because
why not?
yeah, it's not
It's
something
really
to be
unhealthy.
proud of. It's something to accept and love yourself for and not beat on yourself for.
To be honest,
not
I'm
proud
on
of
her
it. There's some
side. I
people
think
that
if you
are
want to
fat
be
or
overweight
and
and you
they
love
love
it,
No, that's
and
proud
they're
to
so
who
be
they
it.
are.
That's
They're
your
proud of their
thing,
body.
you know?
Like, oh, look how much I can eat. Oh, I can put my fat on top of a car. Now this coming up on the layers that I'm growing and that is accumulating on my body that's causing me to have heart disease and all these other things. That's the pride that I have. Like being proud to be the 1,000-pound woman.
Well, yeah.
Is that you getting government checks and things like that?
That's an extreme. Fat comes in all different shapes and sizes. Like, if you're still healthy on the inside and you like what you got, work it.
Okay, yes, to that
Like
extent.
when you are so proud of being fat.
I'm saying more unhealthily fat.
That you influence like younger generations to like have those unhealthy life standards and say that's just like body positivity.
Well, there's some influencers that are fat, but they do work out, you know, on their platform, they're doing yoga and they're dancing. And so they're active, but they're just overweight.
Going back to the thing, it's not like something to be proud of at all, only because, trust me, they would not want to be fat.
Well, some people like to be
I'm happy,
bigger.
I'm embracing with what I have. No, if
Some
you
people
could
like
look
to
a
be
certain type of
bigger,
way differently, you would
but
choose
they
that
don't
over this
like
any other day.
unhealthily
they
fat
choose
is what.
thinner
That's what
physique
I'm
or-
agreeing
Not
with.
necessarily
But if
thinner
you're
physique, but
if you're
you
like
would want to
fat,
look
chubby
a little
dude,
different.
you can
I
be
know
prideful of
personally a
how
lot
you
of people
look. But
that
I'm
are like
saying
that,
if you're
and deep
the
down they do break
unhealthy
down and tell
part.
me no, it's just like another way of them trying to make themselves happy. And again, it's totally okay, but it's not something to be proud of.
You know, I don't know. It was a movie like Dodgeball, right? And then like it was like Ben Stiller character. He was like, if you don't hate yourself enough to do something about it, it's your fault. You know, funny, but it's just one of those things. Like with Lizzo and everything else, she does work out. She does want to lose weight. She knows that's not healthy, but she still has a certain about like, I am still going to be me and I'm fabulous no matter if I'm 100 pounds or 400 pounds. I can understand and I can respect that, but she does have to
See,
her
Lizzo,
heart
she's proud of
is working
herself.
overload,
You know,
bouncing
she's
that
proud of
ass
who
up
she
and down.
is.
In a lot
And
of
she
ways,
knows
though,
that she has to,
bodybuilding, I mean,
you
there's
know,
a
get
lot
rid of that
negatives
weight.
to what we do too, that we could
to
be
be, yes, you can still be
influencing
proud of
people
yourself if you are fat.
negatively,
But
you
proud
know, like
of
weighing
being
our
unhealthy
food and
isn't
always
really a
caring about
good
every little
sign.
gram that comes into our
Like,
mouth and like
I'll take that.
putting
over
your
unhealthily
entire
I'll
overweight,
take
you
one
know?
over the other. That fat around your heart, that fat around your intestines, around your stomach is dangerous. So taking pride in something that's just killing people like that.
I have
She was like so depressed about it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Dark side I go.
The dark side I go.
This one.
I am so ready for this.
Joy for dark side. Dark side, brother.
I think in order to stay highly competitive, especially on the West Coast,
No way she's
it's
done steroids,
almost
dude. She doesn't
half
look like she's done
necessary to
steroids.
start.
No, it doesn't
doing
say
stuff,
that you
because
have, it says
unfortunately,
you
to get to
considered.
the points that
Okay.
people are displaying, you need help.
I definitely agree. I mean, this is a really touchy subject, but with all due respect for people who are natural, who don't obviously take anything, keep going. The sad truth about bodybuilding is everyone you're going against is probably on stuff. I did my first show natural. I won that show, but the second show I got destroyed. And I realized what time it was. Everyone's talking behind stage about this, that. If your goal is to be in that top 1% to make it to the Olympiad, you're gonna be going against people who are taking a lot of steroids, anabolics, and it's not gonna be a fair battle for you. It won't be. It makes a huge difference for you, for sure.
If you're gonna be
You
doing
do
it
the
on a
sport
competitive
because you
level,
wanna
you
win,
might as
right?
well.
Of course.
It's like
You're not
getting a
gonna go
better
on
pair of
stage
shoes,
because you wanna
dog.
get second place, third place, last place.
No, it's too expensive
That's why-
to
that's
just
why-
go on stage for no reason.
Yeah. So I said I respect the people who just want to go on there.
Yeah,
and
if
be
you're just being natural and you're
Respect
working
the
out to
people.
working
That's
out,
what
yeah,
there's
but
the
like,
natural leagues
if you're a
for, too.
bodybuilder,
There's
you might
drug
as well
tested
do it.
leagues that if you want to be within the people who do not and will not use these things, you can go into the natural league and be tested.
I do completely agree with all that. And again, I compete in the MPC, so that is not drug tested. But I've come a few spots away from my pro card at nationals a few times being completely natural. And I'm not against taking drugs. I understand
also at the same
most
time, it's
people
super
do.
cool to see
For
if you
those
can do
bigger
it.
divisions, it's a necessity. Like you have to do it. But for bikini, I know that I can make it to that pro level being natural. It's just gonna take me a little bit more time. And I take pride in that because again, I got into this lifestyle because of the health benefits.
Yeah.
For me, I just never
Sorry,
thought about
statements.
doing that because of like the long-term consequences that it may bring if not accompanied by like a doctor or like a professional. So I always wanted to like stay natural. But like if you're doing it in a healthy and safe way, then you do you, I guess.
I have both experience from both sides, but I remember waiting and thinking about how small I was, and I was thinking about how I couldn't get that leanness, and I remember I wanted to be bigger, and I was thinking in my head, like, I could not freaking wait to find me a drug dealer so I can get on some steroids. Because I wanted to be the biggest, I wanted to be the strongest. And I told anyone else, if you see me and you see me with big muscles, you don't have to worry about asking, you don't have to worry about spreading rumors, because I am definitely 100% on something. It's not abuse. A lot of times when people talk about doing performance enhancing
Honestly,
things,
I
they
would
wanna
just, it's
talk
up to
about
the person,
MLB
like they
or
said,
NBA or-
dude.
I'm not in any of those things. This is self-care for me to take care
I
of
would just
my
much
body and
rather
for me to
do
love what I'm
push me
doing
to my
with it.
natural.
So it's not
I would
like
do it
something where you
naturally
end up
and get my
having
body
this
there naturally
situation where
because
you
I
have
feel like
roid
that would be.
rage, or you have someone who's angry all the time. A person is an asshole.
But it's also,
They're
you
an
know,
asshole.
you're giving yourself
It
to
has
help.
nothing to do with what they take.
But to
So,
that point, your
just
muscles
being
aren't
real.
even helping.
And
you.
I respect you being so transparent about it because a lot of them just try to say, oh, I'm natural. Like, I did this and you can do this too. And it's just like, no, like, why are you afraid? If you take PEDs, then just say that you do. I don't understand the whole taboo around it, and I think that needs to shift. I
But
think
if
you
more
look
people
amazing.
talked about it, it would be
Well, because it's kind of just like a highly advanced thing, you know,
the safety
that
and
helps
the care
develop
of it.
your body.
Some people
but
do abuse it, but it's just like when people abuse anything, alcohol, cocaine, drugs, anything. It's just being smart and being educated.
Oh my gosh, she's so elegant about it.
Bodybuilding is good for my mental health. 3, 2, 1, go.
So I have had like instances in my life where I've been like really down and depressed. And so gym and bodybuilding was one of the things that got me through. And it made me like forget my problems and just like focus all my rage and anger towards like hitting new PRs and stuff.
This man is just fighting straight up
Thank
inner
you.
demons
Bodybuilding
on a daily
definitely
basis.
can be a mental relief to you. You know, that's your only you time where you really get to have when you're going to train. in a
You
way.
learn your self-worth.
Exactly,
in that
exactly,
process.
definitely. Because it's you versus you at the end of the day. That's how this sport is. It's a selfish sport, but it helps you mentally. It builds you up.
I mean,
for
that's
sure.
not a
But
selfish sport.
The reason
dude.
why
It's
I'm
called
in
self-care,
the egg lane
healthcare.
and not in the strong leg lane is because I can never look at food the same. What's clean and what not. You can no longer just walk into a restaurant, look at a burger and fries and eat that. You know, you're always gonna think, no, that has cheese, that has this. I can't digest that well, you know. But as far as bodybuilding itself, definitely helps you. Yeah, mostly help.
I feel my worst post-show because
She
I
doesn't-
get so lean going into my shows that coming out of them, I struggle mentally and emotionally with it because I am so, and it's gonna sound ridiculous, uncomfortable with how I look right now.
Dude, I think
It is
she
really
could
good
gain
because
more
it got
muscle.
me
Like
out
she
of
doesn't
a
even.
rut
She
that I
looks
was in.
too
Like bodybuilding
skinny
saved my life,
to me.
but it also
Like, look at her.
created
She's
a
over there
new
like she's like
problem.
McLovin herself, dog.
Post-show is real.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for bodybuilding, I can say almost undoubtedly that I would not be here right now. I was in a very abusive relationship, verbal, sexual, mental,
This man.
and
He
I
has
was in a
complete
very dark
focus.
place.
He's a great listener,
And
dude.
during that time, started to get into working out, and I noticed like that it was giving me confidence and like
It's a cool
outlet.
tank top. I
And
think
the
you should do
person that
tank
I
top.
was with was kind of getting intimidated. They told me straight to my face, if you compete, I will break up with you on the spot. You know, that's selling your body for sex. That's what a slut does. And so I didn't end up doing it.
True.
And a few months after that, we broke up. And that was probably the worst spot that I was in, coming out of an abusive relationship and like just being empty. Like for that period of time, that was the only person that I knew. And so I was in a dark place and I almost took my own life. And I remember one day I was like sitting in my car and I was gonna drive myself out to the beach and just walk into the ocean.
Yeah.
And that was the day that I was like, you know, I'm gonna say f you to him and do a show.
Did it.
And I dedicated the next 4 months of my life to prepping for the show, and that saved me. It gave me like a purpose, it gave
Feeling
me that
immaculate,
independence and that strength again.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
I just want to say I'm really glad you're here because I know that, like, what you're feeling. And I've gone through, like, breakup. There were, like, a few instances where I broke down, like, right in the middle of workout. I know it's embarrassing, but, you know, it got me through it.
No, I'm on the same boat with you, man. You know, and it's just a constant battle in your mind, just thinking to yourself. And I'm glad you're here, Sasha, by the way.
They're all so supportive, yes.
My body is the
immaculate.
most important thing to me. 3,
My body's the most
2,
important thing to me.
1, go.
No. Honestly, it's not the most important. It goes
Right.
mental,
Obviously, my
spiritual,
family and God
physical.
come first, and then there's my body. But especially if it's your dream
But
to
others as
make
well.
it to the top and everything, it is your business. It is your
I love
investment that you got to take care of constantly.
Same, you know, when I'm on season, when I'm on competition, that's my borrowed time for myself. At 6 months, I'm being the most selfish that I can, you know. I'm not going anywhere, I'm not doing anything, I'm not eating out. But once I'm out of prep, then yeah, everything else comes first.
Sometimes those things take a precedent. If I'm in prep, I'm sorry, like I'm not answering the phone. But if I'm out of prep and a friend calls and I was supposed to get a workout in that day, looks like I'm not going to the gym, she needs me. So.
Yeah.
This is my moneymaker. So I'm competing in 3 weeks. So this is everything to me right now. So if I'm hurt or something feels funny, I'm making sure I'm taking special attention to it. People want to go rollerblading or hiking or things like that. I can fall on a rock and scratch and break something before the show and then look like an idiot. So just no, this is the time to be really focused.
See, and that's like
absolutely zero.
why I don't really like
me.
don't want to get into bodybuilding.
I feel like you need
because
your
of the
body
fact
to be
that
healthy.
they
in order
take
to
it to
have
like the
anything
extreme
else.
of that. Like
Of course,
I think
mental health is very important
physical
as well,
health,
but
like-
I feel like
Sorry,
once
I'm
you're
like-
physically healthy, like your mind could be at ease. We're only given one
But I would
body.
like to take it
and
to
so I
like the
feel
fact
like we
of
should
being to
take
do
care
the
of
most
it.
with my body.
I'm
like,
not
healthily.
looking at it from a vanity perspective. I'm looking at it from my body is my temple, and like nothing feels better than being in shape. And there's like that quote out there like, oh, like nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Like nothing feels as good as making it to the top of that mountain
having your
or, like,
body
kayaking
feel
for 6
immaculate
hours
and you
straight
feel like
and like still
immaculate
being
with
able
yourself
to keep going.
does help your
Like
mental
that's it's
health.
just such a great feeling.
Hell yeah, dude. Shout out to all those people. They seem like immaculate. They made a lot of.
Group photo!
Look at that man, dude. He's a mammoth. Dude, that chick next to him that was like almost as big as him.
The one.
The chick with the blue leotard thing.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Anyways, guys, peace out.
Peace out. That's gonna be everything for today. Hope everyone has a magnificent day. Peace.